What's up, guys? Dr. Mo here, digital nomad physician at digitalnomadphysician.com. Welcome to La Vera in Spain. There's some gorgeous vineyards, but I think they're pretty dried up by now. And some fig trees here behind me. It's a beautiful finca that this couple started, and they're doing mostly ceramics, and they have their own home somewhere back there, over there. And this is the place where we're staying at. Up there, it's probably hard to see, and it's just an Airbnb. It's beautiful. My girlfriend found it, and I was thinking about, what would it be like to maybe 10, 20, 30 years from now to have my own virtual practice and to be out here on some land in the middle of nowhere just doing my own thing. And the more I think about it, I think it's absolutely a possibility for us as physicians to have our own practice where we're living wherever we want and kind of working remotely. Now, I don't think it's a necessity, right? Not all of us are going to want that. We're not going to want to be out in the middle of nowhere with nobody around us, but the option to have that is really important to me, because I don't know what medicine is going to be like 20, 30 years from now. I know there's going to be some generative AI and some, large language models that are going to help me maybe communicate better with patients. There's going to be more technology in healthcare, but for the most part, what I'm going to care about is a good connection with a patient based on the knowledge that I have in some particular niche in healthcare. And I'm going to want the option to not have to work every single day. I'm going to want to be able to be out here in this green, in this green setting, be able to enjoy good, clean air, to be able to control my environment, to be able to, like these people live pretty much off grid, to be able to do more exercises, cook for myself, and live just kind of a healthy, happy lifestyle. So I want those opportunities, and I may not actually exercise those opportunities, right? I may end up working in a clinic, I may end up having my practice in a physical space, but I want the opportunity, the ability to be able to get away. And I think when you start thinking about having a practice online, a virtual medical practice, you can actually create that, right? You can be in the online space, you can have a virtual practice where you're selling some courses, you're doing some health coaching, you're doing some educating, but also you're engaging in the traditional classic one-on-one patient-doctor relationship. And by being able to offer kind of a mix of that, you're no longer stuck doing one thing that you might get bored of. And I know this about myself. I change all the time. Like one year to the next, I'm completely different. I just taken a look at all the things that I spend money on one year compared to the next year. It's just so different. Places where I'm living and things that I'm doing. It's constantly changing, and we're changing as human beings. Being able to give ourselves that opportunity is great. Those of you who have kids, your kids are in all these different stages of their lives, from toddlers to teens to adults. You want to be able to travel and go where they are. Maybe you want to be able to have all these crazy adventures. Some of you are freaks and you want to have crazy sexual escapades. The rest of you are world travelers, and the rest of you are tree huggers, and you want to do all these different things. And being able to be disconnected from the physical space, there's a lot of value in that. I'm not saying that you have to be that way. In fact, you can start a virtual medical practice and then later completely convert that into a physical practice. Or you can have a physical practice where maybe an associate or a PA or fellow clinician is working there, and you get to break away and you get to do some of your consults online. So I think maybe just having that option is more important to me. Maybe I'll never actually do it. Maybe I'll never actually go and work online from my computer for hours on end every single day in the middle of nowhere. Maybe I'll never do that. But being able to do it, developing the skills necessary to do it is important to me. And I think the skills that are vital for this is knowing how to market yourself online, knowing how to communicate and connect with somebody who finds you online as a physician, be able to create content online, be able to create a video online, an audio recording, write something, these are good skills to have, especially if you want to have the opportunity. And I think the way healthcare is kind of changing over the next few years, it's going to be a lot more about the way you're sharing the information with people, how you're empowering them, how you're helping them through the healing journey. And it's going to be a lot less about just the pure technology aspect of it, because what's happening is technology is becoming easier for people to access. It's going to be, I guess in some ways we're evening the playing field, right? And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Maybe I'll get to compete with Cleveland Clinic and the UCLAs and the Harvards in a much easier way. So I hope this is helpful, just to kind of get a sense, but also just to enjoy this beautiful view. And that's it for me, guys. Take care.